today again because this could be happening for months. We're cutting the entire season 1 of Justice for Hire, the entire season 1. So um, a little progress every day gets you somewhere. So at the very least today, I my intention, I'm checking on the TikTok stream. My intention was to sync the audio for JFH for the some scenes, but it seems like this one scene we may have had some trouble with it. I'm not worried about it because like there's always ways to fix it, but they may have had some trouble like actually hiding the mic and all this other stuff, and we didn't have a pro onset sound guy for this particular shoot. Some of our shoots have that, some of them don't. We normally have lavaliers, but for whatever reason, I don't think I think all the lavaliers were like showing on everybody, so we didn't have a boom on set. So make it work. We could always do ADR on the audio. It's not much audio, not much dialogue in this scene. ADR is essentially an automatic dialogue replacement, and so yes, it might be automated. You know what? I just said something. I don't like saying stuff that I don't really have all the information on. So ADR definition. Let's find that right now because this is all about automated dialogue replacement. Funny title. Actually, there's nothing really automated about it, that's why I was wondering why it would be automatic or automated. Actor has to do it, and then the sound person has to like sync it up, and then clarify it to make it sound great, match it to the experience. So I will probably be the person syncing it up, but then I'll send it to our sound guy, Roger Mendoza, amazing, top tier sound professional in Hollywood. Now he's in Atlanta actually, but all right, check it out. Speeding action. All right, so when we left off, we were on number 16 and there's 40. No, it's shot number 16, but there's 40. So let's just see what happens. You guys see this? Yeah, you guys can see that. Cool. So let's go to shot 17, see what it's about. Actually, I like the the bookmark. What he does with the book on this one better. Can I mark that? Better for book close-up. You like that? Cowboy, the villain, carries a book. And close up, I'll just go put CU because that's how we do it. I'm very sore today. I wore a weighted vest while I danced last night as part of my training. I have to be training at least 2 hours a day, 6 days a week for a tournament that I'm the head judge of. And anyone who gets to, close to winning has to fight me. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be March 26th in Laguna Niguel. Tai Chi push hand tournament. It's gonna be great. Gotta train. All right. So I'm tired, but I'm, feel good. All right, let's see what's next. They're all fight scenes. Well, it's fighting. There's a lot of good story though. So this one seems like it's better for impact. So I'm just marking where I think it's valuable. And this was done fairly quick too. So, meaning that there wasn't a lot of time for choreography. These actors just met each other. Brendan's a UFC fighter, very controlled. Ruben's a Shaolin monk. Let's see. Good impact punch. There we go. So you gotta look through. You're really making film and movies. It's different than video content. I have to say this to everybody. It's different than video content. It's different than like just shooting something and putting it out there on social. Like the thinking is different. The thinking is it's like Chris Brown here. The thinking is that you go over every shot over and over again. You do multiple takes. There used to be at least 3 takes of any shot on film, and now a lot of folks are saying let's just do it twice for safety, because you're shooting video. But ooh, that was a really good one. Huh. It's good for his face. But so what I'm getting at is that you go through all these shots because you're putting together the story pretty precisely, and you want every moment. Film television, really just the format of cinema should be timeless. You should be able to watch it hundreds of years later, and it should still hold up. You watch Charlie Chaplin now, and he's one of the most modern filmmakers, and most relevant. Charlie Chaplin is hands down one of the most relevant filmmakers for modern social, media style video making, because of how he formatted his stories. So it's really good for Ruben's face. So it's important just to think about that. 19 bad 19. I don't see fire in his eyes though. So it's like little things like that. I just said I don't see fire in his eyes. Like in this shot doesn't mean he didn't get the fire in his eyes for a particular moment. It just means that in this one shot we didn't capture that fire, and so I'm gonna pull it because there's putting it on the assembly timeline because there might be I think he looks great here, but there's a moment he's like reacting to something, and I don't really see the reaction. I think we got an edit for shot. That's a good reaction. So there's a few moments in here, and that's what you're really looking for. Like cinema is really the moments, and the moments in between the moments, oftentimes you remove, and you get the moments between the moments. Like when a friend sends me like a music video. One of my friends sent me her music video years ago, and she was like, "Oh, check it out," and like her performance was really good in certain moments, and then for other moments it wasn't really good, and those are the moments you're supposed to cut out because that's part of putting the show, making the show for face impact. See you means close up. So it's really important to know what moments don't capture the imagination, don't keep you into the story, and that's really one of a major component of editing is being able to sort through that, because editing in and of itself is an art form. Film, the process of filmmaking is essentially the collection of many different disciplines, and making them all work together for essentially an ecosystem that makes something beautiful that we call a piece of art, but it's a piece of art that requires a lot. Look at that fire. That's what I'm talking about. That's the fire I'm talking about. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So, yeah, it just requires you to have an eye for multiple things, and to have multiple skill sets. And the cool thing, what we're doing with Real World, and the cool thing about these phones, picking up, I'm streaming on TikTok right now. What's going on, TikTok, everybody? So, the cool thing about TikTok or phones in general is us having the the so much can be done instantaneously at this point. So many different processes that have taken 100 plus years in the history of cinema to come together and to work together. It's being disrupted now because you have the ability to do it quickly, and so that doesn't negate the importance of these wonderful disciplines, cinematography, which is not videography. A cinematographer is a person who shapes light, and a camera person holds the camera. So if you're a videographer, you might be holding a video camera. That's great. Doesn't mean you're a cinematographer by definition of the actual position in a film in a film crew, which is like an army. Film crews are designed like military, and and the strategy behind deploying a film crew is very warlike. One of the best directors of all time, greatest, most respected directors of all time, is Akira Kurosawa, and his writing on conducting the film crew as an army is one of the most important writing you can come across as if you're a filmmaker. So, what we're doing with Real World and with Justice for Hire producing this show, like anybody can join the cast from justiceforhire.app right now, be part of this series. Ruben found us, during one of our meetups. We had one of our meetups last night on Zoom, and now we shot with him. This is shot on premium red cameras in New York. We shot with him in New York and did this fight scene. Again, that's a UFC fighter with him, Brendan Weaver. So, I'm marking this one. It's not very good. Look at that. It's not very good for. Check this out. You guys can see this too. It's not very good for the impact because you can see the space between the fist and the face. So that's not that great. So, but we have other shots for that. Ideally, well, it depends on the style of action scene you're doing. Ideally, you want your fight scene to be able to play out, in each shot look great. Meaning that all the moves look great in every shot, whether you're doing a one-shot fight scene or you're cutting. I've shot lots of different fight scenes. It's part of why I do professionally. So, I've played with lots of different styles, and I love doing stuff that's more like the Raid. We were doing stuff like the Raid way before the Raid, and the Raid Redemption, which I'm not one of my favorite films, but the action is amazing. The Raid 2 I actually like better. I think I like better, I liked it better overall. But both of them have really good points in it. All right, this is for Fire in the Eyes. I'm marking this one, and I'm putting TCW because this Ruben's character's name is Tai Chi Wonder, so TCW. So again, I'm just laying this stuff out. Oh, look at that. We got the close-up of feet. So he steps back.
Okay, I'm gonna do that again. Okay.
Let's see if we got a better take.
Okay, speeding.
Action.
Yeah, look at that reflection. Boom. So I'm taking both close-ups of the feet because one is a medium close-up. One is a wide shot and one is a medium close-up. That's how I would delineate these two shots of the feet. Let's see. 23. We have a 23 of the feet.
Roll camera. Speeding.
Action.
That's my son calling action. Ooh, there we go.
Cut.
There we go.
That's on us. You guys are perfect. Yeah, let's cut and do it again.
That was dope. Okay, so the reason that's dope is because of the camera lifting up on the. Check it out again. See it over here. It slows down timeline probably because I don't know how I'm gonna make it work. We gotta figure out how to make this work because I want to live stream with you guys. But there's a lot of things being dropped on my timeline while we have all these, while I have these 2 programs running. So, but we're gonna figure it all out. Check that out. There you go, frame by frame, boom. So the camera pops up, boom, to see the impact of the legs, the shin check. There's a roundhouse, a small round, a leg kick, and a shin check to that leg kick to block the kick. So that's super dope that we got that moment. And that'll, again, this is like puzzle pieces. So that's really dope. Great. So I got 17 more shots on this scene to go through. Oh, apparently we did it again. Let's see.
Okay. Touchy Wonder, can you stand again halfway forward? Thank you. Yeah, because you sliding back. This is on your feet, so this is great. You sliding back. Beautiful. Everyone ready? Roll camera.
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, I'm good.
Action.
Steps back. Boom! Shin check. Oh, it's even better. That was dope. Okay, let's see. Since we, okay, we got that. That was really it. That one was really it. And the performance was better too on the feet, the legs. So.
Beautiful. Everyone ready? Roll camera.
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
Look at that. Look at that clarity. Oh, I'm gonna pick this up for you guys that are on TikTok. Check that out. Look at that clarity. So Brendan, UFC fighter, doing that beautiful clear kick, and got Taichi Wonder checking the kick. It's just a beautiful shape. I feel like I need to take a photo of that. I'm gonna take a little screenshot of that. Super dope. All right, so I'm gonna mark that. Undo on that mark, and I'll mark it on the actual clip itself. Double click the clip and name it. Best shin check and take. The whole take is great. Full take. Alright, so let's see what this shot is.
Still ready?
Let's change the angle. We're on Brendan Weaver. This guy, I love his jawline. Look at this guy's jawline. It's a great jawline.
Action.
Very
Okay.
heroic.
But
But that shot was not very dope.
Let's just run
So
that
not
one
the shot, but the
moment,
actual
just the fastest.
choreography.
And-
So every time, again, these are both
Yeah,
very
so-
experienced martial artists. You know, we're doing choreography on the fly because sometimes you can do that with very experienced martial artists. So they just met each other this day. So like, we took us a lot of takes to get this right. To get this, it's a back fist to the head.
Action. Great. Okay, even more of a trophy kind of fist for you, like almost like you're showing like video game character posing.
So I'm asking him to pose on his fist, and have Ruben snap his head back. Again, you always want to be careful if you are new to choreography. Like, there's no other way to do choreography and learn how to do it than to do it. You know, and do it on your own, and that means to do it, you know, as safely as you can and experiment, because that's how you get good and that's how you can, you know, get better. And make yourself ready for like professionals. But it's always important to recognize that, like, even the snapping the head back, snapping the neck. I'm gonna pull this on TikTok too. So if you're snapping your head back, like, you actually need to train the muscles in your neck to take that and to snap back and to bring you back to center. Super important. So like I cannot stress that enough. That means like just train your body to do the things that you want to do on screen before you do them on screen. Because when the camera's rolling, you get this adrenaline rush, and you may not realize that you're going sometimes harder than you intended to go, and you can hurt yourself. So you always really want to be mindful of so that's great. Look at that end frame.
Wow. Pause it right here.
Really great end frame, but the notice that it doesn't look realistic. So we had challenges here. Like his end frame is great in terms of his posture, and then we start moving around. Maybe we took it again. I'm sure we got it, but let's see. Yeah, we changed the angle. We lowered the camera, if you notice now, which doesn't seem to be working still. So I'm just gonna forward to. Still doesn't really work. You can see the space between his fist and his head. And so now I'm asking him here, if you can see, I'm asking him to flick his wrists. So the flicking of the wrists is going to cover the camera, boom, like this. Like, so I'm asking him to flick his wrists, and that little shake of the wrist is going to cover the head a little bit and make the audience think that the impact is even harder. So, and more like whip-like. So that's what we're going for. Let's see if we got it in the next take. Oh, let's see what happens. Almost. Look at that. So the sound makes it more exciting. Like, we haven't done any of the actual sound design yet, but just hearing the sound from the camera. Boom! Look at that. So notice it doesn't go in front of the face. And still working on. Let's see. Working on expression too. So this is Brendan's first time acting in I believe acting in a. So it's like he.
Yeah, we make sure we
this is his first time on set.
Awesome.
First time with first time on set this day after I think 2 years. We shot something 2 years prior with Cowboy, but we hadn't just kind of like playing with the idea. Look at that, playing with the ideas, and this is his first time back as the character. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! It looks like actual impact to the temple, and that's exactly what we're talking about. That's why he's doing the flick of the wrist. That's why we are focused on getting this moment so precisely. Watch. Bang.
Oh, okay, great. So and now
excellent.
this time let's pull the hand out. Pull it back faster. Action. Okay.
So now this will cut with the other shots of
Can we get him
Tai Chi Wonder falling.
Cowboy in frame as well? Okay,
And
go for it. Action.
boom! Ooh, look at that. Hold on. I think that was it. Maybe not. Maybe it wasn't it, but maybe it was. Let's see. So yeah, it's gonna be a really interesting cut.
Again?
I think there's something in this take though. Let's see.
Oh!
There we go. Yeah, look at that. So we definitely got in that take.
Oh! Okay, now again, this time you fall out of frame.
Okay, so this might be the one.
Oh!
There we go.
Oh.
Let's look at it again. So the challenge with this one is that he went too early.
Oh, that was excellent. One more time, exactly like that was wonderful.
The see that. So there's a lot in this take. I don't think we got it perfect on any one of them. And when I say perfect, I mean a combination of like quality, actually like quality, like everything is quality, and like him falling out of frame, all that stuff. We didn't get all perfect in one take. I wish we did, but it's okay because that's the part of the magic of making movies. Where we find what works and what doesn't work, and yeah, we just find it and we make it work. And I'm probably gonna do this scene by scene. Now that I'm really thinking about this, like I'll probably just cut this full scene first, and then move on rather than assemble the whole first episode. Bear with me, bear with me as I do this stuff, because this is stuff that's I don't know anyone who's live editing, a series. And so, I don't think anyone that I know knows anybody. So, like, there's no real best practice for this. We're trying to figure this out as we go, and I'm trying to think about I'm doing my best to figure out the way that is most efficient and effective to get one piece of story done, feel good about it, and move on to the next one, and then start tying those together. So we will see, and that. Yeah, it'll, at least for my editing side, when I start passing this to music and to sound departments, our sound guys, that'll be a different experience. Like, so I'm not going to pass it to them in the same way that I'm going to cut it. I'll cut it all together and then give them a package of each episode, because that's the appropriate way to do it.
Sell it even more.
Okay. So that's a great from Ruben. Great look.
Am I can go with right shoulder or left shoulder?
Left shoulder.
So this is great. I was over there very intensely focused on
Good stuff. That was
Look at that.
great again.
So now we have a counter angle. I didn't realize we had a counter angle. So.
Good stuff. Good stuff again. Action. Good. Good stuff again. One more time. Nice. How's that look?
Yeah.
I'm over here screaming. So let's do one more time. One more time just for sound.
That was great. All this stuff will cut together too, because like I really like this angle. I like the shading on it. I'd say that it's still not the best. I mean, that's just the bottom line. Bottom line is that in an ideal world, every time you do think, it's awesome and it's beautiful, and that's not the reality. You have to really work on it. So. And time is like we're running on. We're doing this, making it work with a short amount of time, and it's gonna work and it's gonna look beautiful. Like all this stuff will cut together wonderfully, but it would cut together differently if we had everything working. Every shot where the choreography looked beautiful, where the cinematographer and the actors.
Great. Great.
Where everything just like
that was great. Cut. Let's do it again.
Worked great. So you can hide stuff and you cut around stuff and it's still gonna be fantastic.
Great. It's great. That was great. Cut this again.
Might even be a dope idea to put, because he does that look into the camera is like amazing. Like Tai Chi Wonder does a dope look into the camera. Look at that look. Just look at that look. Here, check that out. Like, that's actually a really great look. For someone who just got knocked out and like playing some great strong music, some like really like dramatic music is that's a real moment. I got some chills on that one. So very interesting. Very, very interesting. And it's interesting because it makes me think about how do we put these scenes out. I want to cut the series and make it meaningful every episode, but should we be putting out single scenes and like leading to the next scene? And maybe that's the way we release the series. I don't know. Maybe we do both. I don't know. Eyes TCW. Intense. Alright, so I got 8 shots left.
Action. You're good.
So now we've changed the angle. Like that first angle was super dope. I'm not a big fan of this one. He's looking at the camera here too, which doesn't.
Oh, I didn't look at
I'm not a big fan of that take. Let's check the next one. Oh.
Action. You're good.
So that's a really good frame. It's a really good frame. That's a really good frame. I'm gonna Apple Shift 4 on that one and take that shot for him. That's kind of dope. It's cool to see that. And I'm not a big fan of this angle, but it's a good angle to be able to cut with. So cut maybe with this one. You never know. Like I'm still figuring out how this is gonna look, and part of the intention was to do both a vertical cut and a horizontal cut. I'm more interested in the vertical cut because that's where I can play with, experiment the most. Because there's not a lot of people doing vertical filmmaking in a serious way. You know, like there's YouTube. I mean, there's social media like TikTokers. There's you know, when I say serious, I mean like intentional film and television on vertical. There's not a lot of that, and so like if we can, I think we can do a lot of good as a community with making intentional film and TV like this. So
Excellent. One more.
so obviously this is shot horizontal,
One more, please. That
but
was so dope.
the wide shot is better. Oh, you know what? No, the wide. He does the cowboy tilt. So this is after he punched Tai Chi Wonder, and then he does the little nod of the hat, and one might work better for vertical, but the other one, and I may have to cut with them too. So we'll see. And what I mean by cut with them is like cut to one and then cut back to another.
Speeding.
So, you know, on action, can you push in a bit as if you're like as if you're actually Tai Chi Wonder and you see him and you get startled? Door at all, as if the door's opening, and come in.
All right. So now this is a point of view POV shot.
Essentially POV.
No, because then you see all the shadows. So it's not fine with doing it.
Autumn.
All right. So we're gonna take 4 more shots, guys, on this scene.
Okay, I'm speeding.
Action.
Oh,
That's good.
that is dope. That is dope. That is a dope entrance for Cowboy. Man, this is so dope. I am very excited about this, obviously. And trust me, if I wasn't live streaming, I'd still be saying this to myself. So, welcome to a window into my personal editing world, guys. This is very dope. Very, very dope. Again, check the. I'm just gonna show this little movement again, because this is the first entrance. This is the first time anyone's gonna see Cowboy again, played by UFC fighter Brendan Weaver. Like this is. He's taking his notes. He's got a notepad full of hero names. He's hunting justice for higher heroes. Look at that. A little. So, and this is raw footage too. So this is not colored. This is not fancy or anything like that. It'll become very fancy as we go on. And all right, let's see what the next shot is. We got how many shots left? Got 3 shots left. So let's see what's next. 38. Okay, so this is Irene Lee. Irene Lee is a very talented martial artist from New York, and Thai practitioner, Kung Fu, and
Yeah. So just get a little closer. Yeah.
So she, in this scene, Tai Chi Wonder is her student. He's delivering her groceries using the JFH app. I actually got to talk to you guys about this. So that's Irene Lee. She's silhouetted in this shot. Again, this is raw footage, so that means it'll be colored, and you'll be able to see more. But in this scene, and this is when we do this live editing stuff, this is beyond spoilers. Okay, so you're seeing shots that are not going to be used. So this right here is her palm striking, really pushing Brendan Weaver back. Cowboy back. So she's doing this palm strike on him because she's used the JFH app to hire one of her students to deliver some groceries for her. He doesn't want to be paid because it's his teacher, Tai Chi Wonder. She pays him anyway. And then Cowboy's there. He's been tracking down these heroes and tests him, knocks him right out. And she pushes him back, and out of respect for her seniority, he just he tilts his brow, tilts his hat, and says goodbye. So excuse me. So that's this scene. So we are right at the end of this scene.
Oh, it's okay. Well, it's okay. So reset. Oh, it's okay. Action. Okay, great. Elbow down.
Oh, I see what this is for. Okay.
Beautiful.
So the previous shot of Cowboy was for
You know what? Take one more second. Take
him
a beat.
being knocked
1,
back
2,
from the push.
Oh,
Okay. Inhale up. Okay. 1, 2.
Action.
Action. Nice! Again. Inhale up. Good stuff. One more.
All right. Well, we got. I don't know why Red makes so many copies of.
With the
I think this is good. I think we got it on.
1, 2. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
This is gonna be her best one, and this is her best palm strike. Best palm strike. So I don't want to do this work again. I want to get the series done. So I am pulling this over here. So yeah, this is number 1. That's at number 9. I don't understand why. Yeah, I don't know why Red does that. It's my first time like really working with Red footage. And Red is a type camera, if you don't know that. High end.
This is like a hero pose for her. So wherever
Production
you feel
camera.
like it doesn't have to be straight up.
All right, so one more shot, This is it. Last shot of the day. Let's see what she does with it.
Speeding.
This is it. Yeah, it's just her pose. It's great. She poses to protect Tai Chi Wonder. Stands guard over him, and I think that's it. I think after that we're outside. So everybody, we did it. We have finished assembly cut layout of the very first scene for season 1 of Justice for Hire, and this is a huge deal. So this is the assembly cut. We're here again. This scene has Brendan Weaver, UFC fighter, playing cowboy. It has Irene Lee, a very talented martial artist in New York, Tai Chi and Kung Fu practitioner. And we have, of course, JFH hero, Tai Chi Wonder, who came to Justice for Hire from just like pretty much most people in Justice for Hire. He found us on online and started becoming a part of the community, and now he's in an episode, and it's amazing to work with him. He's incredibly talented, wonderful human being, and this is how we built a global cast. We have a global cast right now, and this is we have season 0 that's out now. You can watch the first 4 episodes of Justice for Hire, which is a starter pack that we call it. But go to justiceforhire.app to actually join the cast, become part of the cast. It's this has never been done before. We're building a cinematic universe as a community. We're producing a show as a community. And if you want to be more on the business side of what we're doing, check out Real World, which is our social film studio. This is, we're just launched on WeFunder. You can invest and own part of the company. And so this is a big moment for us as well. So that's wefunder.com/realworld. That's REELWURLD. And that's because you are in it, you. And this is we see this as the future of how movies and shows are going to be made. They're going to be made with communities, because we have to tell different stories that reflect our world that is more closely knit than ever before. So we have to have different types of stories and different types of solutions and different types of heroes. So that's what we're about. That's what we're doing. I'm Jan. I love you guys, and I'll be doing this almost daily. If I'm not on a Sunday, it'll probably be a Sunday, but pretty much daily, at least Monday through Friday, we'll be here, but definitely on at least every other Saturday. So check it out. This is also live streaming on Twitch. So TikTok people say hi to the Twitch people. So live streaming on Twitch. It'll be on the JFH YouTube channel when it's done. And of course, all of that will be on the Justice for Hire app sooner rather than later. So I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing day. I'm saving this timeline. Next scene up is creator, also amazing cosplayer from the Justice for Hire community. Built his own JFH outfit. Super dope. And it's going to be great. So I love you guys. Have a great weekend and a great holiday weekend. Ending here. And ending here.